Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. Today's snapshot is 14W28A. There is not a lot to talk about in this snapshot because it is a optimization, a tweaks and changes snapshot with a lot of bug fixes. So I'm going to go over the more significant of changes with you quickly. So first of all, the enchantment command has been changed here slightly. You now specify the name of the enchantment rather than the ID. So if I hold this in my hand, then you'll see we get the looting effect on this sword. However, one thing to note, this is only partially implemented. It is not yet applied to JSON file formatting. So if you were to use this with /give, then you would still have to specify the ID of the enchantment. The game has now been fully updated to use metadata, and it is now stored in the chunks data as well. So previously the game would have said this is a sandstone block and this is a sandstone block variant type 1, whereas now you can see the type is the name. So chiseled_sandstone, you can see at the top there the full name of the block, and you can see that for wool it just specifies the color that it is as well. And here with redstone you can see there are quite a few statuses, so it creates quite a long name for the block type, but that is now a fully implemented change. The new block model format for resource packs is considered finished and ready to be used. However, they have changed the formatting once again, so I can't show you it in this snapshot what those looks like, but there is also a new feature as well to disable them. So if you're using a resource pack and you don't want the custom models, then you can go down here to alternative blocks and you can turn them off. The game previously treated snow layers like they were full blocks when you were trying to place something. So for example, you couldn't place a bed on top of the snow. You can now do that. You can also place down heads as well. It is now raining. We all hate it when it rains. However, there is a minor change made to upside down stairs like this. The rain will no longer create the water animation under the stairs. However, with water above it, it will. So a very tiny change there. Not sure exactly why they did that, but there you go. So we all know that iron golems don't like the zombie pigmen, but previously any mob the iron golem didn't like it could target them if they were invisible. As you can see, we've got an invisible one there. We now have two of them and the iron golem isn't going to target them. If you sleep in a bed at night and there are opaque blocks around it, it's possible for you to wake up next to the bed inside one of those opaque blocks. This has supposedly been fixed, but every time that I leave the bed I now spawn on top of it. So I think they've fixed it for around the bed but not on top of it. In the previous snapshot you could place two slabs like this and then you would get this block right here without the line in between. This was actually a bug and it has now been fixed in the latest snapshot. There are a whole bunch more bug fixes in this snapshot as well. I just covered the most important ones. Most of them are things that just get broken from snapshot to snapshot like this right here, but if you want to see a full list of that, there's a link down there in the description box. And there is also another feature for servers as well. You can now customize network compression using the server.properties file. What this means is you can use more CPU power to compress the data that you're sending and then send less data. So if you have a bad connection and a good computer, then perhaps that will be able to solve some connection issues for you. There is also a new command added to the game. This is /stats. However, I really don't know anything about this or how it works, so I am not the person to try and explain it, but I'm sure there'll be another YouTuber out there who'll be able to explain it in great detail. But that is going to be it from me this video. As always, if you ever enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It will always be appreciated. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.